We honor and worship God every day in our daily walk. So why does the Sabbath matter? 1. Worshipping God. Daily is biblical, but keeping the Sabbath is a command. It is absolutely true that we should worship and honor God every day. The Bible encourages us to pray without ceasing, 1 Thessalonians 5:17, and to glorify God in all that we do, 1 Corinthians chapter 10:31. However, this does not mean that all days are equal in terms of sacredness or divine commandment. Example, we are called to pray every day, but does that eliminate the need for special prayer meetings or church gatherings? No. Likewise, honoring God daily does not cancel the specific command to keep the Sabbath as a holy day. Challenge. If we say that we worship God every day so the Sabbath is unnecessary, does that also mean we can ignore God's commandments about tithing, baptism, or communion since we honor God every day? 2. The Sabbath is the only day God set apart as holy. God created one specific day for rest and worship, the seventh day Sabbath, Saturday. And he never changed it. Genesis 2:2-3. And on the seventh day God ended his work, and he blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. Exodus 20:8-11. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Isaiah 58:13-14. God calls the Sabbath my holy day. Challenge. If all days are the same, then why does God only call one day holy? 3. Jesus and the apostles kept the Sabbath even after the resurrection. If worshipping God every day meant the Sabbath no longer mattered, why did Jesus and his disciples still keep it? Luke 4:16. Jesus kept the Sabbath as his custom was. Acts 13:42-44. Paul preached on the Sabbath, not Sunday. Acts 18:4. Paul kept the Sabbath even among the Gentiles. Challenge. If Jesus and the apostles kept the Sabbath, who gave the authority to change it? 4. The Sabbath is about obedience, not just worship. The Sabbath is not just about worship, but about obedience and a special covenant with God. Ezekiel 20:12-20. The Sabbath is a sign between God and his people. Mark 2:28. Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments. If we truly love God, we will honor what he commands, not what is convenient or based on tradition. Challenge. If honoring God daily means we don't need to keep the Sabbath, does that logic also apply to marriage? i.e., I love my spouse every day, so I don't need an anniversary. Final thought. Are we following God's word or man's tradition? Jesus warned against following man-made traditions instead of God's commandments. Mark 7:7-9. In vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. Ye reject the commandment of God, that ye may keep your own tradition. Final challenge. If worshipping every day removes the need for the Sabbath, then where does the Bible say God removed the Sabbath? Why did Jesus and the apostles still keep it? Who changed it to Sunday, and on what authority? God asks for both daily worship and Sabbath obedience, not one or the other.